272 more multifamily units being developed and designed in Springdale, Arkansas. Today we're covering why Springdale is still rapidly up and coming, and why in the next couple of years it'll be a direct competitor to Bentonville as well as Fayetteville. So let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the hellscape, the annoying god-awful place known as Chicago, Illinois. The worst. Anyways, I was looking to move to the best place in America, and I discovered Northwest Arkansas. I also looked at a bunch of other places you're probably looking at right now. Chattanooga, Asheville, Boulder, Golden, Boise, the whole list goes on. But Northwest Arkansas is very, very special and honestly the best place to live in America by far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, call me, let's meet up for coffee, text me, email me, whatever the case is. Let's talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America. And if you haven't been out to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. So there's a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What are the hospitals like? What are the schools like? All the things you need to know about Northwest Arkansas. Boop, 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 boop. A package shipped right to your home, literally right to your home. So enter your name below, enter your address below. Where is this package going to? Enter all the information below and make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite 4-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. All right, so the first thing we need to cover is this brand new 272 multifamily unit being designed in Springdale. So the first thing we need to cover is just, I'm gonna have some notes down here. I wanna kind of make sure I hit all the notes. But there's a actual developer out of Texas coming down here to develop. It's gonna be closer to 49, so not downtown Springdale, but pretty close. And like I said before, 272 units, massive property, several, I think over 10 acres or so are gonna be designed for this. But the interesting thing is that it's coming from Texas, the designer, Tailwind Properties, amazing stuff. I think they have designed here before, if I'm not mistaken, but the core of it that I found interesting that I'll make sure that you're aware of is this continual leaning towards urbanism style living. What I mean by that is there's gonna be more wellness facilities. There's gonna be like almost co-working spaces there. There's gonna be a dog park. There's gonna be walking trails. There's gonna be more kind of like this central, like you can live in your whole area kind of thing rather than going to different places. Obviously, they're gonna be working with the city to connect to the trail systems, the Razorback Greenway, etc. But it is interesting to see this style of living being more common in Northwest Arkansas. Now in Chicago, where I came from, that was hard to do because space was limited, and obviously the outdoor space, why would you build a outdoor space in a place where you can't leverage it 6 months out of the year? Horrible times out there in Chicago. Anyways, but here in Northwest Arkansas, you can actually leverage the outdoor space almost, I would probably say comfortably 10 months out of the year. Like right now it's 60 degrees outside. So, I mean, it was like pretty cold like a week ago, but it was like shocking cold. That never happens, but whatever. Anyways, so you actually do get a long stretch of warmth and outdoor space in Northwest Arkansas, so that's why you can do more outdoor space. Beyond all that, another 272 acres being developed in Springdale. Now let's jump over to some of the reasons how this would be a direct competitor to Springdale, be a direct competitor to Fayetteville and Bentonville. And what does this mean for kind of the whole Springdale area? All right, so let's kind of briefly talk about what's happening in downtown Springdale and also the investments happening there. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel for a long time and just kind of keeping up with the Springdale news, there are we'll say 10 to 20 to $30 million properties being developed in Springdale, whether it's 272 units or whether it's 100 or 300. A lot of money is being poured into Springdale at the moment. And the reason being is because it's kind of been, honestly, the forgotten, say, child of Northwest Arkansas. And so it's kind of a little bit behind the scenes. But the interesting thing is that how much money is being poured in there, not only by out-of-state investors, but also in Tyson and JB Hunt as well. JB Hunt and Tyson are kind of in the Lowell, Springdale area, which kind of like butts up next to each other, but they're the ones that are really spending a lot of time, energy, and money into the downtown Springdale area. It's actually the Walton Family Foundation who's spending a lot of money on the Market of Ozarks, which is kind of a food hub for a lot of the growers in the area to be a resource for the restaurants. And then on top of that, we have a brand new park being developed at the Walton Family Foundation. But a lot of money is actually being sourced from JB Hunt and Tyson, because a lot of it is because like they're trying to recruit people to the area, and they are located in Springdale. And so you kind of want to make it look good along the way. So regardless, it is kind of been an ugly stepchild, if I'm not gonna lie. And then they're trying to bring new life to it. But between the new steakhouses, Onyx Coffee, the new the Louisiana restaurants, and everything that's being developed in downtown actual Springdale is going to bring in more life to the area that has been previously been there before. And it's really gonna be all kind of established and buttoned up, honestly, probably around 2025. Seems to be the magic here for Northwest Arkansas and also Springdale. And before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move to the area and you're using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below: name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to Northwest Arkansas? Enter all the information below. I'll make sure to miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? When is First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? When's the Farmers Market? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on in Rogers? What's going on in Amphitheater? What new business? So much going on all the time. Enter your name below, enter your information below, that email obviously. I'll make sure you get that email every single Friday. But sadly, side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way out to Northwest Arkansas. And the other thing we need to cover when it comes to Springdale and just the up and coming things happening there, like I mentioned before, $10 to $20 to $30 million developments happening in Springdale. But honestly, the biggest factor for all of this is that when investors look into the area, Northwest Arkansas definitely has made a name for itself over the last 5 years, looking for investments. And sometimes the less risky investment is going to be Springdale. Bentonville land is quite expensive. Fayetteville land is quite expensive, and obviously shrinking because obviously the size is growing. And people are looking to Pea Ridge, people are looking into Gravett and Gentry, but that's a little bit farther out, like 10-year plan kind of thing. But Springdale is kind of that very cheap land that you can purchase and develop in. Now, from a residential standpoint, you're thinking, why does this matter? What does this make a difference for? Now, it's one of those things where if you do want to afford a home in Springdale and you are kind of in that area, in that kind of price range, don't be so shocked that in the next 5 years, you'll have a pretty decent upswing of value, because Springdale is going to change dramatically. And I would consider in a good sense of things will change. Homes will probably get some upgrades, some uplifts of face value in both, face in general. So long story short, if you're looking to purchase a residential home in Springdale, something that would have probably not been recommended about 5 years ago is drastically changing quickly because of the up and coming investments in the area. So if Springdale's been off your radar for the last couple of years, if you're looking to move to the area or you currently live here, put Springdale back on the map. It still might be kind of an area where, there might be some questionable homes in the area, but just know the next 5 years or less is going to change dramatically. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itineraries link below. Maybe you're a adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you, so go ahead and download them and you can get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you a $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we could check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar would go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.